Ready for Revolution once again is your brother and friend, Brother Eric Trey Muhammad, welcoming you to the Mitochondria story, folks. We're talking about a new approach to health, energy, and longevity. Before we begin the presentation, we would like to acknowledge and introduce my sponsor and leader in the MOREMITO movement, Brother Melvin Arnhem. Brother Melvin, would you like to share with the audience today?
Yeah, just like to say welcome aboard. It's great to have everyone. I believe you're in for a treat. And remember to share what you hear today with your loved ones and people you meet, because everyone needs what we have. Enjoy the Zoom. Back to you, Brother Eric.
Thank you for the share, Brother Melvin. Folks, this is also being carried live over our YouTube channel, The Wealth Minister. Reason being is the fact this is now the beginning of the summer season for most spaces in the world. And as a result, not in the world, but in the Western Hemisphere for sure. And as a result, many people in travel. There's also the day of worship. So a lot of people may not be available at the time that we designated for the Sunday 6 p.m. Approach to the MOREMITO revolution. That being said, it's carried over our YouTube channel, and people will be able to refer to it there as well. And the only thing we will not carry on the YouTube channel are questions and answers. However, the presentation will be in place. Now, why this conversation matters is because there's certain questions that we need to answer and address, and we address them properly, then we can move efficiently and effectively with our health being, right? Why do we lose energy as we age? Why does performance decline? These are meaningful questions and conversations. It's about the mitochondria. What are mitochondria? Mitochondria are the energy producing structures inside your cells. There's not a cell existing that does in the human body that does not have mitochondria. Okay. Mitochondria is the energy source. The more mitochondria, the more energy. The more mitochondria, the more stamina. The more mitochondria in your body, the more resilience. Now, what happens over time is really simple. Aging. Aging, stress, toxins, and disease can reduce mitochondrial functions. Many of us came through the pandemic, so we have compromised immune systems. Many of us had pre-existing conditions that drain and remove the mitochondria from our systems. As a result, we've learned and discovered, and you'll learn more about it here, that the restoration of the mitochondria is possible. Adding more mitochondria to the functionality of the body, to the metabolism, is possible. And when it happens, listen, the opposite of consequences will occur. The consequences of mitochondrial loss, reduce of stamina, slow recovery, mental fog, and aging. Well, the reverse of that would yield a different benefit. When you have more mitochondria, consequences of mitochondria gain will reverse that process, can reverse that process. And the more you apply that element, that system to your wealth being, the greater wealth being you have. Now, this is a revolutionary question, folks. What if mitochondria could be restored or regenerated? The fact of the matter is that it can. It can through this breakthrough in technology designed to support mitochondrial health. That technology is known as XDS, the exponential delivery system for optimized nutrient delivery. The more mitochondria products within your system, the better access you have, the better chances you have of a greater restoration of health and wellness. So the more mito product system, restore, renew brain and body, and rejuvenate, we're going to share a little bit with you here today, because restore is designed to support cellular repair and organ support. Renew brain and body is designed for support energy production and cognitive function. And you have rejuvenate, which supports skin, scalp, and cosmetic wellness. Now, there's a lot of testimonies out here, things that you can be exposed to. And it's all rooted in the success of people following the core philosophy and applying it to their own being. Healthy cells support healthy systems. Healthy cells, folks, supports healthy systems. And this matters because helping people feel better and live better, it's the best of both worlds. Today, I was a part of a late afternoon janazah. That's a funeral service in Islam, where we lost a dear brother and friend earlier this week. There were a few more that occurred even as late as Friday with the Farrakhan family, and there were so many more that that never expected not to wake up this morning. You know, and there are things that we can do to shore up our ability to wake up, right? Our ability to wellness. Now, your time is your time, but what you do with the time productively is what allows the God to provide what we call compound interest, right? Interest in you seeing another day. Speaking of interest, it should interest you to know that this is a business opportunity as well, which Brother Melvin could probably speak to a little later on. You know, this wellness technology combined with an income opportunity is available to you, and we'll be able to show you briefly just how that works. Now, what makes it different? Here, many of you will receive a referral link from the one who introduces the opportunity to you. That gives you free access to a full-fledged state-of-the-art webpage with your name on it. It's yours, it's free. And it gives you all the information, all the testimonies, all the product knowledge. It gives you the who, what, when, where, how, and why of this wonderful movement known as MOREMITO and the mitochondrial story. You get to learn more about it, and you can access product directly from your own personal website. You're talking about global participation, mobile tools, and real-time commissions that are made available. And through this technology, you'll find how simple it is because technology here does meet simplicity. You can share this information and track engagement directly from your phone. You'll learn more about that as you explore your site. There's weekly wellness and health focus calls that are available to you. Twice a week, bare minimum, you'll find calls that you can be conference calls you can be a part of, learning of testimonies, themes of the week that allows you to focus on those aspects of health that are best concern to you or more concern of yours. You know, the global mission, the overall picture, the bigger picture, folks, is to feel better, live better, and perform better. Who could benefit from learning more about this? Pretty much everyone. Here you can learn, you can explore, you can experience, and you can share. And right before I go to the website to show you what it looks like, my final thought in this space, folks, is simply everything in your body requires energy. Everything in your body requires energy. And naturally, the more energy you have, the greater opportunity you have to perform, thrive, and prosper. So, wanted to share those few tidbits with you as we move towards our MOREMITO phase. I'm going to take you straight away to our website. And this is the website you receive when you just simply click on the referral link you receive from your inviter, and then you would automatically be enrolled. I'm going to log in to show you a little bit of what it looks like. And this is your MOREMITO page, folks. And the MOREMITO page gives you everything that I'm showing you here. It gives you call announcements where you can find out where the calls occur. That's on your front page, your home page. And it shows you where you can join the call by selecting the information at the bottom left of that screen. Also on the right, you see direct links. You'll receive your own referral link. This is my referral link in the event that I'm your inviter and you want to go full-fledged into the opportunity. You just simply take a hold of that link, right? Or reach back out to me and I'll share it with you later. You have a network of people where those of you personally enrolled, you have a tree of organizational growth and strength. You get to see rank advancement in your star tree view. You get to search through your entire network, and you get to go to your support network system. In Shopping MOREMITO is where you find your products, not just for people's health, but as well as pet health, okay? You have orders that are placed. You get to track, this is a state-of-art back office, so you get to track all the orders you place, orders placed by others in your downline. You can create auto ships, you can create reoccurring orders, you can pay, and also process your payment systems, all right? You also have compensation plans, the robust compensation plan here that you can track directly from your site. The resources, phenomenal. We lean real heavily on the testimonials that occur. They're categorized, and you can click on them and you'll get interviews with those persons giving their testimonies. Everything from, folks, you name it, everything from eyes, diabetes, cancer treatment, kidney organ testimonies. I mean, you name it, it is here. Heart improvement, all that is here. The one space that I do like to share are the health and wellness call replays. See, each week is themed out and you can categorize it and listen to the call. Okay, this goes back as far as 2023 and up to recent. And you can find the different spaces by which people offer testimony on their recoveries. Okay, it's just a beautiful thing, and it's informative, it's educational, right? Along with the share MOREMITO info, I want to move straight away to our shared videos, audio videos, and docs. And last week we showed you part one of the conversation between Dr. Bevan Elliott and Mr. Roger Hill, the co-founders of MOREMITO. Mr. Bevan Elliott, the founder of the XDS technology. And let's see if I can move us here. I want to take us to an introduction of Mr. Roger Hill, and then we'll go into other elements of the program.
let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of mitochondria? Yes, no, maybe so. Okay. Mitochondria is that part of your cell that produces the energy that your body runs on. Okay? Mitochondria is responsible for everything that has to do with your health because everything that has to do with your health takes energy, and that's where it comes from. Let me tell you how critical this is. If all the mitochondria in your body right now were to stop working, your brain would stop working, your heart would stop working, everything would stop working, and you would die. Okay? My name is Roger Hill. I'm CEO of a company called MOREMITO. And at MOREMITO, for the last 10 years, along with my partner, Dr. Bevan Elliott, we've been focused on helping people with their wellness by providing them the technology that they need to regrow their mitochondria. Okay? So let me tell you a little story about yours. You started out with a lot of it. When you were a kid, you remember then, that's when you had all that energy, you hardly knew what to do with it. You ran, you jumped, you played, your mama had to tell you to sit down, stop running through the house, all of that, right? But as you know, later on in life, not so much. By the time you get to be 60, you probably lost half your mitochondria. And let me tell you what happened along the way that caused this to be the case. The diseases you encountered. If you had COVID, you lost some mitochondria, probably didn't get them all back. If you've had high blood pressure, diabetes, any host of diseases damage and exhaust mitochondria. Medications, as good as they are for helping you get well, many of them kill mitochondria too. If you've ever, for example, had an antibiotic, most of us have, well, mitochondria are a biotic. It kills mitochondria, okay? Now, with all that going on, that's why you have that loss of mitochondria, half of it probably by the time you're 60, by the time you're 80 and 90, down to 5 or 10%. Now, let's reflect on what was going on while that was happening. A lot of people don't see as well, right? Maybe you're nearsighted, you're farsighted, you can't read fine print as well. Or maybe you're having issues with your night vision, loss of mitochondria. Mitochondria have the highest concentration in your major organs. They have to because they take a lot of power. Let's take your brain, for example. Are you remembering things as well as you used to? Right? Many of us, we lose it a little bit as we get older, right? How about your strength and stamina? If you're about 45 or 50 or so, you probably figured out already that you're not a spring chicken anymore, right? Right? We all kind of know that. Loss of mitochondria. You don't have that energy you did once upon a time, okay? And what about your immune system? It's supposed to protect you from everything that assails you. Except if you've lost 50% or more, let's say, of your mitochondria, how can it possibly do as good a job? It can't. Now, let's reverse that. Let's suppose the technology existed to regrow your mitochondria, put that back. What might that do for you? Which one of your health concerns might you want your mitochondria to help you get back? Our company is dedicated to giving you the answer to that question. In my technical career, I worked at NASA during the space program. I was recruited from there to go work at the Pentagon. So I had an opportunity to see technology operate at the highest level. And that's what prepared me to work with my future partner, Dr. Bevan Elliott.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bevan Elliott. I have a background in physics, in physical chemistry, in material science. I've dabbled around in biology and have settled in doing research in both chemistry and physics with electromagnetism, but primarily now in formulation of high-tech nutraceutical formulation for MOREMITO. I have a very deep connection to research and development, and most of my career has been in fundamental research. Lately, I've been in applied research, particularly with respect to mitochondrial health and the use of various means in formulation from electromagnetism through to chemical formulation effects in order to enhance delivery systems in biological systems. I'm the Director of Research and Development of MOREMITO, and I work together with Roger Hill.
So that was a brief intro of what it is that we have, folks, what we do. And 1 second here. And what I'd like to do very much is move on to any comments that you might have, Brother Melvin, and then any questions from our guests. Brother Melvin, are you available?
Yeah, can you hear me, Brother Eric?
Yes, sir, we can hear you now.
Yeah, the comp plan, just to speak about it just a little bit, is really amazing. It's very simple because, number one, it's free to join, and there's no mandatory auto ships, and it'll behoove anyone to get technology. But even if no one did get any of the technology products, what have you, you could register for free, and as long as you share that referral link, you're able to earn without purchasing. But here's the beautiful thing: sharing your link, basically, because the way the comp plan is set up, you can write your own check. People are ordering every single day. It's amazing when I go in my back office just to look at things, and I'm always checking the orders. People are ordering sometimes 2 to 3 times before their auto ship comes in for the ones that have auto ship. Why? It's because what we have works. It's increasing the body's mitochondria so the body can detoxify the cells and allow the body to heal itself. Because again, we don't do conditions. We just increase the body's energy, and that's what our body needs, because our heart and brain, body, our organs will stagnate, rot, and die if we don't put it to good use by giving it the energy that it needs. And the great thing about it is when our mitochondria is increased, it allows the body's mitochondria to increase to the amount as a child's mitochondria. Amazing what we have. When you get to that conversation plan PDF, make sure you concentrate on page 13. A phenomenal, detailed explanation of what happens when a purchase is made and how the pay structure pays. And it also does have dynamic compression. Back to you, Brother Eric.
Thank you, Brother Melvin. Now, folks, what you're going to want to do is get back with the one who introduced the mitochondria story to you, this movement with MOREMITO, and go ahead and get that referral link from them and get started. Again, this conversation, this presentation is on our YouTube channel. However, we're going to